The Community Foundation for Ireland and its board are absolutely delighted to award Tom Cavanagh the Lifetime Achievement in Philanthropy Award.
Well, the Cavanagh Trust was set up by Dr. Tom Cavanagh back in the 1980s and has been quietly working away across Munster and nationally over the last 35 years.
My wife's name is Mary, so she got 3 letters. I'm working on this now, and I got 2, T.O. I've managed that myself ever since. We give some big cheques every year, but some small ones as well. And I give them to small communities that are trying hard. And yeah, there'd be a multitude of small cheques issued.
The Community Foundation was very lucky to work with Tom because the Cavanagh Trust and the Community Foundation worked on a fantastic programme around the schools in North Cork.
Here at Terence McSweeney we've received tremendous support from the Cavanagh Trust, especially over the last 5 years. My first encounter was when I was with Deputy Principal here. Cavanagh has sponsored is the MAP project, Mentoring for Achievement. Now that's a project very close to my heart because I really believe that every child will succeed if they have one significant adult in their lives. An adult who believes in education as a way forward, who believes in developing certain skills that are life skills, organisational skills, communication skills, social skills. And through the MAP programme, we can provide those trained adults who mentor that child one-to-one. Now, ordinarily, this would be beyond our reach to provide such a service, but through the Cavanagh Trust, who sponsored the training of our mentors and the programme's coordination, we have managed to give those students in our school a life-changing opportunity.
Hi, my name's Lauren and I'm a 5th year student that is a part of the MAP programme. Since I have started this programme, I have become more focused and organised. I do this by setting weekly goals for myself. Some of my goals have been school related, like ensuring I am on time for school. Other goals have been related to my personal life, such as helping me to be more organised in my fundraising for charities like the Mercy Hospital and the Irish Cancer Society. Without the Cavanagh Trust Fund, I wouldn't have the opportunity to have a mentor who guides me towards becoming more independent and achieving my full potential, and for this I am so grateful.
Tom should be known as the quiet philanthropist. He has done this work over decades for many years and has given back in a quiet but very sassy way.
Irish Business Against Litter is the brainchild of Dr. Tom Cavanagh. And aside from the financial support he lent to the project, it's been his drive, his creativity, and indeed his influence that has brought us to the point we're at today. And IBOL is an alliance of businesses who share a belief that our continued economic prosperity is dependent on Ireland having a clean environment. Back in the 1990s, when Ireland was a much more littered country than it is today, Dr. Tom Cavanagh saw a need and he saw a possible solution, and through his financial support, through his drive and through his influence, he brought about that solution.
I did drive a major anti-litter campaign, and I had to get involved in that myself. I delegated most things now, but that was one thing I found I couldn't delegate. At the time we started, Ireland was very bad. It would be probably at the very bottom of European countries from the point of view of tidiness. And cleaning here was a 5-day week, and so whatever fell on the streets Saturday and Sunday was left there until Monday morning. We spent maybe 4 or 5 years and a lot of money creating awareness with international conferences, and you know, we jazzed it up a fair bit, took a lot of expensive advertisements in the papers warning people, and nothing happened. There was no change. But then we by accident again, started measuring, and we measured the bigger towns. We sometimes had 60 or 70 towns over 5,000 population, and the cities, of course, part of the cities. And we put the result in the public press. It didn't go down well with the local authorities. They resisted it, questioned it, said that the methodology was incorrect and so on. But in a very short time, when a city manager found he was going to be at the bottom of the list in the newspaper as being a dirty city, life changed, and cleaning became 7-day, and the men were trained, and they got equipment, and that's a big improvement. It's never going to be perfect, but we're as good now as the average European country, better actually than the average. So there has been a significant change in that.
The success we've had in ridding the country of litter needed someone who had a vision of a clean environment. Litter isn't a glamorous topic. Lots of people feel it's the job of government to tackle litter, and indeed it is. But without a philanthropist having the vision and seeing a route to bringing about change, we would not have seen the change that we've witnessed over the last 20 years. It needed someone with vision and drive and financial clout to get us to where we are today. His role in the litter area will be one that will have a lasting impact. We've seen already for over 2 decades the impact it's had. Now that our environment is clean, I don't think we'll revert to the bad days of old, and that will be some legacy to leave behind.
So for 14 years I've been a trustee with Tom of the Cavanagh Trust, and it has been an enormously enriching journey, an opportunity to know Tom, the person who's wholly motivated by the ability to make a difference in one other person's life.
Philanthropy, is such a gift, and Tom and the Cavanagh Trust is such a gift to our society, and then that brings responsibility. But the thing to think about philanthropy is that it is it's money that wouldn't otherwise be there. So you're funding things that might not happen otherwise. But often it's small pieces of money strategically placed that can enable a whole amount else to happen. I mean, you're trying to leverage everything that's out there, all the state resources, to tweak them to work better for individuals and for communities, and that is incredible. And I think it gives great joy to people who are able to do it, and it has an immense return for society.
I'm absolutely delighted that the Lifetime Achievement Award is being given to Tom Cavanagh, and indeed in memory of his wonderful wife Mary, who was also a great friend of ours and a great friend of the university's. Tom and Mary did so much for education, for social projects, and for so many areas, capital and current cost areas across Cork City and County, and indeed in other parts of Ireland.
So Tom has always been a trailblazer, has always been somebody who looks to horizons, and he's not even vaguely interested in his own aggrandissement or the things that money can buy. They don't motivate him. It is people, it is relationships, it is connections.
The Community Foundation for Ireland is about growing philanthropy. But to keep it simple, what it means is we need 100 more Tom Cavanaghs.
A big thank you to Cavanagh Trust.